any chance of Uber accepting Bitcoin in the future? Are you having conversations about this internally? Like, could it happen someday?
It definitely could. We're having conversations all the time. I think right now what we see with Bitcoin and some of the other cryptos that they are quite valuable as a store of value. The exchange mechanism is expensive. It's not great for the environment. As the exchange mechanism becomes less expensive, becomes more environmentally friendly, I think you will see us lean into crypto a little bit more. So we're absolutely watching it. And if you say, is Uber going to accept crypto in the future? Absolutely.
Hey, everybody. It's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. And that clip, it has a message beyond the fact that Uber is going to take crypto as a payment. There is a growing narrative, and it's getting very loud about moving to greener blockchain solutions. XRP Ledger, that is one of those green distributed ledger technologies. Here I am on the Spendabits website. They're moving Bitcoin powered by the XRP Ledger. Now, love it or hate it, that's not my point. Point is that it is going to be a mandatory requirement to have these climate risk disclosures. And it's not going to be just the United States that this is going to happen. It's going to be a global requirement. We've got Gensler talking about that on the 12th. Now, there's a lot to choose from. Algorand, Cardano, Stellar, Hedera, Harmony, Tezos, Avalanche, Near Protocol, Electroneum. Those are just a few to name. But as a retail investor, you want to be in the know. And speaking of Gensler, they, being the SEC, fined BlockFi today $100 million over their crypto lending product. This is just evil. I want to talk about this and also look at what the judge just ordered the SEC to do in the Ripple case, along with who else is dealing with their horrendous delay tactics. And also, something very surprising, a RippleNet member, he says that the war between the legacy banks and FinTechs is phony, fake, not a reality. So let's get right into it. All right, let's get an update with the SEC versus Ripple. This is something I covered yesterday, that a set of notes were found in a desk drawer of the former counsel to the former commissioner, Elad Roisman. There's a lot of formers there. These notes were found on January 11th. They were overlooked prior to their investigation of coming up with documents that relate to the Ripple case. So Ripple motioned them to be viewed, especially important because there was a meeting that Roisman had with Ripple back in 2018. Now, of course, the SEC doesn't agree with having those documents viewed. So not surprising, the SEC wanting to keep them private, Ripple then pushed back, and the SEC then asked for an extension to respond to the motion by turning over those notes from February 17th to February 24th. Well, the judge did grant that. We learned about 10 hours ago. However, also ordered is the SEC to email to the chambers the notes for the judge to have an in-camera review. She wants to see them. Attorney John Deaton says that the SEC stands for Seeks Extension Constantly. Even Library was delayed another 8 weeks, and the Empower Oversight, they're having the exact same problem. They've even gone as far as suing the SEC to turn over those Hinman documents. These are documents that didn't exist at first, but now 1,000 pages were discovered. And so the fight continues. I'm hoping that we get a video from Attorney Jeremy this weekend, because I would love to have his insight, as I'm sure all of you would too. This is one of the most interesting articles that I've come across in a long time. It is with the very important RippleNet member, the CEO of MoneyNet International, Yishay TRIF. And you can see that the title, Why Banking's Legacy is FinTech's Future, is very intriguing. FinTechs and traditional finance need to see each other as neighbors and partners, he says. And it goes on to say that the reports of traditional banking demise have been greatly exaggerated. High street banks and other long-established financial institutions still number their customers in the billions. By comparison, even the most successful tech-savvy challengers are nothing but niche players. And because while old and new money are usually portrayed as deadly rivals competing for finite market share, the truth is that neither can live without the other. The future of financial services does not belong either to the big banks or the digital rivals. It lies in partnership, mutual profit, and a focus of what each of us do best. Established financial institutions know they cannot compete with nimble, digital-first startups on the same terms. Burdened with complex legacy systems and technology stacks that date back to the tape era, older institutions can never hope to match FinTechs on agility, customer insight, new service rollout, and that all-important user experience. And now they have been labeled legacy. And these banks can't help but feel like they're on the wrong side of history. And now here's where it gets most interesting. There's a phony war, he says. While fintechs are perfectly placed to build next-generation financial services, including through partnerships with providers like Ripple, who can circumvent international borders through the blockchain, we need an infrastructure on which to deliver them. That's why the war between legacy and fintech is a phony one, since both sides have what the other one craves. He says that the future lies in combining banks' global reach with fintech's vision to the profit of us all. Interesting, isn't it? So as we all are digesting today's news with BlockFi settling with the SEC for $100 million in an attack against its high-yield lending, the Abra CEO said that he's not sure that the centralized corporations is the future. He is looking at setting up shop as a DAO, and that would be a decentralized autonomous organization. That model he really likes because it is not a securities-based game anymore. He wants to focus on utility where everyone can profit. And having a look at the Celsius network, they announced that they're going to begin supporting the Songbird token. That is the token that was issued to make the platform test for the coming of the mainnet going live of Flare networks. You can earn anywhere from 5.5% API to 6.92. Now, I'm not promoting either one of these platforms. As a matter of fact, I have my Songbird staked on the Bifrost wallet. But what I do want to tell you is that it is important to get into passive income. Make your digital assets work for you. Now we're going to listen to a very short clip of Tom Emmer, who is a member of Congress. He has a very important message.
Here's the bottom line. Banks should not be the only institutions in the ecosystem with dibs to issue the potential array of financial products that the President's Working Group report simply lumps together and ties as a stable coin. Thank you. I yield back the remainder of my time.
And as I come to the end of this video for your update in the cryptocurrency space, we can see that Bitcoin is trading just above 42,000, and everyone, I'm sure, is wishing for a solution in Eastern Europe. Okay, let's jump to the fluff. There is a movie that you have to put on your must-see list. This is Drive My Car. It's the first Japanese film to be nominated for a Best Picture Oscar. It's up for 4 Academy Awards, including Best Director. It won the Best Screenplay at the Cannes Film Festival and also won the Golden Globe for the Best Non-English Film. Let me just tell you that it is a really great piece of work. All right, let's let's leave you with a picture that I'm not sure you'd want to wake up to. This is in Fukui Prefecture. Yeah, there's just a lot of snow happening in Japan. Pretty crazy stuff, huh? How about walking outside your front door and this greeting you? All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.